Hi, you are listening to the Father Support Network podcast. This podcast is for single fathers and fathers in general. On this podcast, we educate, inform, guide, encourage, and help fathers navigate the complex challenges of maintaining contact and healthy relationships with their children after separation or divorce. Your host is Dr. Michael Uwangba. Michael Uwangba is a father of three who successfully fought for the right of his children to have their father in their lives.
Hello and happy Sunday. Today I want to talk about a sticky subject. Not really, I don't know why it should be sticky, but should DNA be made compulsory at birth? And I've been mulling on this, and over the weekend I watched a compilation of videos where couples, in many of the cases, married couples, they've been together for quite a number of years, most of it more than a decade, and they've got kids, in some instances, 3 children, 2 children. And it turned out that after the men had gone secretly to conduct DNA tests, they found out that those children weren't theirs. And one particular case, the man had, I think, an 11-year-old and a 10-year-old, 12-year-old, or something like that. And he's working 2 jobs, paying for the house, paying the kids' education, and all of that. And there was one particular where the lady knew that the man wasn't the father, and went on with the charade, and he was even mocking the man in a group chat with our girls, and the man had gone through the phone and saw it, and when she was confronted with the truth, all she could say in her defense is, "Why would he go through my phone?" Again, there are many ways we can look at it. We can look at one from the point of deception and betrayal to the man. That's one end, very serious. But another point is betrayal to the kids, denying those kids access to the lawful dad, to the biological dad. For me, most of those kids may not know who the biological dad is, and the biological dad may not even know that they have a child somewhere. So it's just, in all fronts, it is not just bad, it's evil, and it's one that I feel should be punishable. This is not one, especially where you see that it's deliberate. The women know, and they've just done it as a deliberate act. That should carry some punishment. Again, you go to the hospitals. I've seen cases where maybe down the line a child develops some kind of sickness and you need blood, you need someone to donate blood, and so naturally you go to the family, and then you go, and then there's no connection, there's no genetic relationship. It is terrible. So I think on that note, it should be made mandatory. It don't matter if you're married, it don't matter. Once you're pregnant, having a baby, right from there on the baby, there should be DNA. Because look at it, once a baby is born, they will look at the blood, they will do blood tests to see the baby's genotype, the baby's blood group, and all that kind of things. It's also important to do a baby DNA, because you've seen men that have gone to jail. In America, men literally go to jail for not paying child support, and it would turn out that the child or those children are not even the man's, are not even these men's kids. I think it's a travesty of justice, and we need to have a conversation about it and change it and make it a penal issue. Because I don't see why that is not the same thing as someone deceiving you out of your resources. Or it is very harmful emotionally, psychologically. You know what it is to be raising a child that is not yours. I mean, you can raise a child that is not yours. People adopt kids all the time. You can adopt a child and raise a child. But I mean, unknowingly, without your knowledge, you're raising a child you believing is yours and it's not yours. And then you hear some of the difference say, eventually when they're caught out, and then we say, oh, but it's your child. But it doesn't matter. It does matter. If you know men are quite territorial. Men are quite possessive when it comes to their seed, when it comes to their child. And when a man, because a man's love is expressed in a different, a father's love is expressed differently. A father's love is expressed in provisioning. A father's love is expressed in protection. A father's love is expressed, and the man has pride in doing this, in going through sometimes, or in most cases, you go through a lot at work. You take a lot of nonsense, a lot of BS from the people at work. You do a lot of dirty job. You submit yourself to a lot of unwholesome situationship just to provide for your children. You're happy, you come back home, and to find out that the same children are not yours, that you've been deceived all along. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to anybody. So we should really was in the church that said that they say that the majority of they say 1 in 4 families or more than that kids that are born into families are there's paternity fraud. This is fraud. This should why is this not in the scale of financial fraud? This is big time fraud. This is like big time. You know, I used to back in the days, I used to watch paternity fraud. A lot of people say, oh, maybe the newer generation, maybe it's the older generation too. I know these days we live in a day where there is more openness, more liberty, more options for people to have extramarital or to have a kind of relationship, and it's easier. But back in this as well, you watch maternity courts, so I don't know why over these years they've never made it compulsory. I would like to look into who is standing against that. Why is there no activism relating to that? There's the paternity journey to say every child is a mother's baby or father's maybe. I think we should, for all the important reasons. Again, I'm not even coming at this from a conservative perspective where you say you want to curtail women. So, you know, we live in that liberal way where people want to have fun. You could have fun whatever you want to have fun, but don't complicate issues. Don't bring people into the complexities of all of that. Why are you not having fun? Why should you mess up the child's life? Why should you mess up the man's life? No, have your fun without necessarily complicating this, because I don't know why you want to bring a child into this world. You choose to lay down with a person, bring a child. You don't matter their status. You chose. It's a decision you made. You need to let them be. Not just give them the chance. You've denied that person the chance, or you be truthful to your man and say, this child I'm carrying is not yours, and give the man the chance to decide if he wants to be a father. Because like I say, a father is not just someone that has deposited something, but a father is functional. A father is in action. So yeah, there's women in the way it might be right to say, but you're a father, you've been a father all along, but I don't want to be a father through deception. I don't want to be a father not knowing. I don't want to be a father through you deceiving me, through you manipulating me. I want to be a father because I've chosen to be a father to this child. And you see what I mean? So I think we should get to the point where we are doing DNA tests at birth to solve a lot of issues. A lot of issues that could happen, that could be detrimental down the line. So, let me leave it at that. There's no need to overstress this issue. It's quite simple and straightforward. But I'd like to hear your opinion and see what you think and why there's been, if there is protest against this, or if not, why are we not doing it? Why is it not mandatory at this point? All right, take care. Have a great week ahead.